jwale di fihlile tsa Free State ntate ha jwale di fihlile ntate ya jwale di fihlile tsa Free State ntate o tlo kwala ba tlo betsana fatshe le tlo thothomela ba utlwa bohloko ba tshwile re tsebe ba tshwile re dilo re ba fa di motivation ntate so le jwalo ke tsa Free State ngwaneso ka se diqeti talente e ngata monna molo.
The following program contains strong language and discussions. The views and opinions expressed on this podcast and comments on this channel do not reflect or represent the views of this channel.
When days are dark, you don't have to worry. Chohiwa Farms brings you livestock funeral cover. At Chohiwa Farms, we understand the importance of honoring loved ones and supporting families during difficult times. Our livestock funeral cover package blend cultural tradition with practical assistance, offering livestock and groceries to help families host dignified funerals without financial strain. Our packages ranges from option 1 to option 4 for as little as 60 Rand up to 430 Rand. It is fast, reliable, respectful. For more details, contact us at 063 913 9197 or you can email us at admin@chehiwa.com. Honoring tradition, supporting families.
What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to another episode Live Free State Entertainment TV. As you already know, whatever happens from Vela, go Free State, we always come here and share with you. Today, as you already know, man, I never go alone. She never goes alone. Luckily too, I got my co-host here.
Your co-pilot.
My co-pilot.
Yeah.
What's up? This thing is more like a television, eh?
I know, right?
Like,
as it should, though.
As it should.
As it should.
There's a word for it. Alternative media.
High five. Nice.
Alternative media.
And that's what we are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just for when I can with these suit and ties, you know.
Oh,
you have to wake up at 6 a.m.
No.
That's more like a kind of like it's on the word corporate. Yeah.
Yeah, no, but like I have to work at entertainment. Now I want to flex, bro. Now I want to be that girl. Look at me. Look at my aesthetic.
I got you. All right, let us finish the intro, Clary. As you know, it's your boy, Benevolent but Boastful, aka Mr. Doe. I would do Fanamakasana Garichutaga Tropo, Danko, and I got my lovely co-host. Co-pilot.
Co-pilot, yes.
Yeah.
Dimakato Felicity Soloko, aka Max, aka Bless, Bansiba Kamaki.
Danko. And so, yeah, man, as always, you know, what has been happening. But I want to know from her side, like, how has she been? Because we said it last week in Ghana.
I know, right? I've been quiet. I
get that. I'm like, geez. Like, I'm going to shoot that every after 2 weeks. Like, when you do this,
I'm sorry. It's my fault, guys. It's my fault, man. There's a lot that's been happening.
How you doing to it?
Bro, I give it as a rapusha. We're just trying to show up and be there and be out there.
Yeah, true though.
You know, we are the face of the Free State Entertainment, and having conversations with the people to jump on board, and you know, so that they can see us for who we are. We are the voice of Welcome Free State. Everything entertainment and current affairs.
The politiki, everything.
Yeah, so I just need to go out there and sell our brand. Okay, plus I'm a marketing professional.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And how do you feel the more they're connected to model? Send. Artist manager. Should I go on? Yeah, should I go on?
Like, etc.
Yeah, so saying that, if you have your clothing line or whatever, make sure that you do DM us. Maybe we may be like those brand ambassador or
okay, remember when I said okay, I want to push them to do
support
the
local, yeah.
And I still have my fashion designer. Karabelo,
Karabelo.
Maskenki Solutions. But she doesn't have to be the only one. If you have your own brand in line that you want to showcase, we are the people.
True.
And
And saying that, man, like, how important do you feel like what we're saying right now? It's very important, especially as like a channel or whatever industry that you're doing. To be too sana.
it's very important because I gotta remember we are the voice
Yeah.
of the people, that whoever wants to come forward and say, hey yo, I've got this, I have this particular concept, and I'm an artist, I'm a designer, I'm a creative of every kind of note, and then we give you that platform. And as I go, hey yo, don't worry about in the charges and whatnot. But if you are a company, né, if you're a company that wants to do a long-term campaign, mohe, we're gonna have to negotiate, because there is a lot that goes behind that.
Yeah.
Ukilabon. There's a whole planning, and we have to conceptualize and do a lot of things. So financial backing with that one, we have to. But for other things, if it's a one-stop thing, come through.
Like pull up. You
Yeah.
think
Come through, and then the conversations will start there. And then obviously when the money starts rolling, we'll be your people.
and I feel like it's gonna be like a 50-50. You're winning. If you're smart, it will be like, okay, let me take chances. Let me spread
Yeah.
out my art.
Yeah.
Like you're like, no, I wanna work with this one. Don't pinpoint.
Yeah, definitely.
Just go all out.
Yeah.
Ogbona for okay, which one is gonna work, which one so that at the end of the day, whatever for marketing, it's sorted. The fees can be less, and in the future you already have that network. Yeah, like I know these are my people.
Yeah.
I like Ukala only one. I believe many people, especially when you start your business, you always want to start only one and feel like all the visions are there. And then when like you're gonna make it, but as time goes, we're gonna like, nah, man, it's taking longer. And that's where like I feel like the team or support is very essential, and just networking about.
Yeah.
So that at least whatever, if I'm handling like the media side, I know when I CFO.
Yeah.
I know when I social media manager,
Yeah.
when I mang. So yeah.
And I think now we are that platform that can be like a parachute for people that are still starting out. You
100%,
understand?
100%.
And we can give guidance and okay, how can we go about this?
Can I be expertise also?
Yeah.
But so we shoot here and people say they're just presenters, but the expertise, guys,
Yeah,
it's just
we're
better.
professionals.
There are other things that you're also doing. Like for example, she's in marketing and I did really the accolades. Yeah, I'm so creative.
And also, no, I do actually.
Okay.
Basketball. I have a history of basketball. I used to be a basketball player
Yeah.
in high school and CUT.
Ooh.
So I used to be a baller. I think I am still a baller because I still got that baller tendency to be like that player.
Betty.
No, what's I getting there? I'm still scared to go about it.
Hey, Betty.
Yeah. The last interview, Malay Kakisho, we say I look like a baddie. And yeah, well, I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, but then it got defined.
Yeah.
I was hoping that I'm gonna see some comments who agree with that. Or what do
Maybe
they
we
say
should
about
have a
it?
poll, like
Yeah.
run a poll
Every time
on
we shoot.
TikTok. On TikTok, because that's where we have a lot of interaction,
100%.
and then see what they say.
100%.
Does she looking like a baddie or not?
You know. So guys, you're more than welcome to come and push with us. Come and join the team, man.
Yeah.
Because we also have our expertise. I also deal with social media management, but it's not like every time. It's only when you know. If you know, you know.
I mean, why not?
There was this guy. He's pushing a bar soap.
Okay.
Yeah, and he wanted me to work with him in his company to run his social media social media.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, wabo. And
Ke
now,
motho wa Welcome.
kwa Velcom.
Okay.
And now, I'll show us it's like I'm gonna run more than just marketing, and it's like
Get them
the
here.
more the merrier.
Get them here. Ato sell his product because nobody knows about it until now that
Until
you have
now,
said this.
100%.
You understand?
And with this also, it's not like everybody can come because we also see like how far have you pushed yourself,
Yeah.
how far, like what have you done so that we can take you this far also.
Yeah.
It's in like I wanna nahane. No, come with results, come
No,
with
and
receipt.
you
Have you ever
know,
experienced that?
I do experience that a lot, and normally how I communicate this with people, ne, they always say, "Hey, can I lay this idea, this vision?" But I always ask them, break it down for me so that I can be
Yeah.
able to assist you.
100%.
You understand?
100%.
There has to be. It needs to be strategic. Okay, this is the goal. Do you want 1 week goal, 1 month goal, 1 year goal? What is your goal? And you need to articulate yourself properly and say, okay, Dimagato, I see you're in marketing, but I've got a product or a brand that I want to push, and this is where I want to see it heading. And then I'll ask you, okay, how do you see yourself doing certain tasks, day-to-day tasks, to get yourself more.
And then the day-to-day, it's the most crucial one.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
So,
I feel like
even if it's just small tasks to get you closer to where you want to be with your product or your brand or
agree,
your service. So yeah, they always come through like, no, and I can sense they have that vision, but they need somebody to direct them in the correct or right path to say, okay, this is how you can do it.
100%.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
It reminds me of, I wanted to ask you earlier on while we're speaking before we shoot
Yeah.
about, okay, we were speaking about what was going on and traumas.
Oh, okay. We're moving to the mental health one. Yeah.
We'll come to it, or maybe we'll just flow.
Dive into it. Somar.
Claro, babo.
Yeah.
And then you spoke about you knowing how to identify
Yeah.
how, maybe let's say you're going through a panic attack, or maybe this stage that you're dealing with, you know how to identify, okay, this is that time whereby I'm going to have that panic attack. What are the things that I do, right? And the question is like, how do you take that day of okay, this is what I'm going through, and then when basically what I'm trying to say, the go-tos, just like your day-to-days.
Okay.
Because a lot of people, we always find ourselves having these visions, having these ideas, these plans, but then procrastination comes. But how can one just get out of that and start taking action?
It's remember when I said lack of accountability.
Yeah.
You need to account for yourself as an individual. You've got this particular problem, or how do I address to move forward, so to say. So I'm gonna give you an example of myself. I always say I take walks, I do meditation, and I do things that just takes me out of myself so that I'm not in my head too much. Understand? Remember when I told you I have this whole balcony view concept?
I love that concept. Yeah.
I call it the balcony view. I take myself out of the situation so that I can analyze it properly for what it is. Is it a meeting, a second person thing, or the situation that is happening?
True.
You understand? So that's how I maneuver in life, and how I attend to my my anxiety and my panic attacks. You understand? I'm not afraid to say I can't go to certain particular areas because I know what triggers me and all that stuff. So with having to progress in life is knowing everything about yourself, knowing everything about whatever you are doing. And that's how I also advise people with whatever they want to do in life, that you need to know, and you need to know yourself as well, how you identify with whatever you want to push and whatever you want to do. You understand?
100%.
That's the advice that I normally give to people. And it makes it easy. Then you'll be able to say, today I'll be able to go and I'm going to give a very simple task. I'm going to go and print. I'm going to go to my document and just edit the one thing that I wanted to do. I'm going to create my content. I'm going to boost it. I'm going to do this and this and this. So I'm depending on the load that you have, you need to at least have 5. Maybe, yeah, 5 is a good number to say 5 of this particular tasks that I need to do. At least to push out or delete 5. With other people that suffer from like severe depression, anxiety, and all that stuff, it literally takes just making up your bed and just taking a shower and bathing and being okay. That is literally what they go through. That's people with depression most of the time. And then anxiety people are people that need to get the tasks done. Like, what is it that you need to get done?
It's like,
yeah. I would think for people banal depression, anxiety, minimize it to maybe 3 tasks that you can congratulate yourself and say you've done it, because that's what you need to hear to yourself, because sometimes you won't hear it from the next person.
True.
You understand?
And I feel like also with the task, little change.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be like that 3, because I used to have this thing, okay, you do 5 tasks, then okay, I've done them. Okay, what else do I need to do?
And at that time, that's when you need to relax and rest. That's when the anxiety will kick in. That
you didn't do much.
Yeah,
exactly.
So you just need to chill and say, okay, today I've completed my tasks.
Because like once you're doing like how to make that schedule or you have that timetable, you find yourself you're completing all the things on like within like an hour or 2. And I'm like, okay, now what do I do with the rest of the day?
That's when you calm down and relax over what's again. I was fearful of this and I've done it. And be okay with it. And if ever the next person says you're not doing anything, that's also something that most people go through, is that just because the next person is not seeing what you're doing, when they ask you, okay, what have you done with your day, then it becomes a trigger to you and saying, maybe you understand?
True.
But if you're true to yourself and you know that I've done it, then nobody can tell you otherwise. Nobody can tell you otherwise. You'll be like, okay, yeah, no, I've completed my task
100%
for the day. You understand?
It always starts with the day-to-day and plan.
Yeah.
Okay. And it can be as simple as that.
Yeah, plan your life. If you know and you know the progress that you've been making in life, and you can see what again gets a hold, then it becomes easy. Nobody can come to you and tell you nothing. Very especially if you applaud yourself. There's certain people go through silent battles and we don't vocalize it. We don't. We just go through silent.
Is it you? Is it you?
We go through silent battles, man. And you know how bua ka tsona motho mongwe o tla bua re I know and I've had this thing where you can't measure pain. Pain is different to each and everyone.
And also, can I just say something?
Yeah.
Not forgetting that the person in lawyer, they're also going through their own
pain. Yes.
Pain. So that's why if you see them in Habada, because the one about go wish and born. And like, no, Mikey, she's not there for me.
Yeah.
But then I'm always there for her, and it always happened like that.
And I love what you're saying right now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to put this properly now. When you get someone in life that kind of saves you from your dark times in life, now I've always said to myself, okay, sometimes they're going through something, and when I go through something and then I run to that person and they don't save me the same way that they saved me previously, I'm gonna feel some type of way. But if I have that emotional stability to say I'm okay, even this person ha kgone ho save the way I save thing ka teng ka nako eo ke tla ba sharp. And I won't personalize it. I'll be okay and say, you know what, maybe I came to this person at the wrong time. Oh, yeah, wow. And sometimes it needs to be a conversation, y'all. But dude, I'm betting, and I don't wanna.
Not many could identify that. Yeah?
So you need to be emotionally strong, ne? And when you are emotionally weak, you need to have your own mechanics to deal with your own weaknesses and vulnerability, to say, hey, I'm going through this. Am I mad? Am I sad? Am I going to cry about it? I'm a crybaby. I know I cry it out, I take a walk, then I'm okay. I've dealt with my emotions. But not a lot of people can do that for themselves. And I think that's why some people go to psychologists and social workers to have these kind of conversations, to be led in the right direction, to say,
because they cannot like identify those kind of weaknesses and strengths. They need.
Yeah, that's crutch. I always say you need a crutch, just like yes, and then you need crutches until you can walk on your own. Emotionally as well as the same thing, but unfortunately not a lot of people can, tap into that.
I love it.
Yeah,
I feel like I agree with you 100%.
yeah.
Those things.
And now that we are talking about this whole emotional and mental thing, this month is October. It's Mental Health Awareness Month.
Yeah. That's why we're speaking about it.
Yeah, we're gonna have a surprise guest, and do drop your comments. Share your experiences with mental health. Be vulnerable with us. We are your people. We're not gonna judge you. We're not about that, and he knows.
100%.
I know. We don't judge. So yeah,
it kind of like reminds me of mental health that also, as the majority of us go through with our parents. And
that is a very touchy topic.
It's very touchy.
Very.
But then then we'll go to traumatic sides. With me, it was also like growing up, our parents, they never knew like there's these kind of things. And lahape, people always think, okay, once we knew like the Western world, they are the ones that introduced it to us. There's a thing that calls depression, anxiety, but then they never went through it. But if our parents would sit with a psychiatrist or a therapist, I think we'd see a lot of tears.
Oh, definitely.
100%. Like with my mom, it took me years to finally like understand like our relationship or whatever. She was never a person I would go to, because until now we started speaking like, yo, no, this is what I'm going through, this is what's happening, this is what is happening. And then Lena Abadula, like her first time, and I thought I would like a vent. That was when she broke her walls. Oh, actually my child is going through that. And then she started like being here like 100% on my side.
With that, for parents, it's a reflex. It's a parental instinct.
True.
To just be strong, even when you don't see your strength is becoming your child's weakness. you're trying to build that thing, o be strong, mare le ngwana ha o batla gore le wena o be vulnerable to say, you know what, ke lekile as your mother, or I ke lekile as your father. You understand? But they don't want to have those kind of conversations because they might think they don't know what they're doing. But it's not that at all. It's just having those uncomfortable conversations. Yes. It's just having those uncomfortable conversations because we understand how they were brought up in a different era. Now they have their own traumas of their parents. Somehow they project it on you. It's a generational thing. Okay, now, but and you can hear with how they say, nah, my father would do this, my mother would do this, okay, but and they're not aware of it. And then with whatever they captured and how they were brought up, they then say, okay, I'm just gonna do it. It takes a very brave parent to say, you know what, nah, I'm not gonna raise my child the way I was raised. I need to understand my child and not say, okay, hey yo, whatever, you need to categorize these things. And tough love, gentle parenting. You understand?
Yeah.
And then you need to know when it should kick in. Because as much as we want to be gentle parents as well, we need to have that tough love to say. The tough love is saying to my child, take accountability for your actions. Yeah? That's the tough love part. Gentle parenting is saying, whatever you need at your most vulnerable state in your life, I need to be, or I can be. I need to makes it entitling, but I can be that person for you. Even if it means you coming through saying I failed in life, I need to be comfortable and strong enough to say, you know what, maybe
so there's whereby you could do this intentionally so that you can raise awareness to her.
Some kids actually do that, because babata that reaction stop me from messing up in life. There's literally kids that do that. It's a cry for help, and not a lot of parents can identify this is a cry for help because they haven't had that conversation, that sit down to say True. And I see it with older generation. I want to be specific. Older generations of our parents, it was that. But I'm seeing a transition with the current parents where they see the gap. Where they are coming through. They're pulling through. Yeah. So it's just that uncomfortable conversations that you need to have with your children. And
what would you say to a parent, Elore, that's what they're going through, but they still don't know how to deal with it or how to move forward with it because they don't have that solution. Just like you said, it's the old generation, Elore. They were never told these things. They were never how to do it. They didn't know about therapy. They didn't know that. So what can they do?
Yeah, it's a tough one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's a tough one because they just rigid. They're gonna
just block the ears.
And
be like that.
And there's this other girl, Eloreng. I used to like to watch her videos. Abuaga narcissistic parents, and it's one of those uncomfortable situations that most people have. My parents are men, and that's why I say when you are an individual, you need to save yourself as well, and know, okay, I'm dealing with a narcissistic parent or parents. How do I deal with it so that I can move forward, so that I don't find myself blaming my parents for whatever downfalls in my life? Understand? So you need to work on yourself and analyze. That's why I call it a out of body experience, a balcony view, and understand how okay sharp when your parents are your parents
True.
you will love and respect them forever, but
Konzema. Like,
no, it's a no factor. Like, no, this is not it. Because I also don't want to find myself living a bitter and angry life because of the situations that I'm saying. So I need to work on myself.
And I feel like that 100% I agree with you. And with parents alone, they're going through it. Either they could go to the pastor, or they could just talk with someone in Oring they don't know. It can be Kamolo, it can be wherever that you are, and just talk about it and then hear someone's perspective. Plus, it's much better to hear from someone in Oring. They don't even know you. Yeah, they don't even know you. Then they can tell you, yo, then this is what I'm going through, this is what happened. And to find out, like, I went through Kilo Humama, Kilo Humaka to Kilo Huma, or you can try this. And another one, I would say, kids also. If you see like my mom or lady like how frustrated about timer, take the initiative.
Yeah, do.
Yeah, take the initiative. Go and consult with a therapist. Tell them like but then discuss those matters with them first. So that whatever more, it's okay. React because the first impression they're gonna react.
No, definitely.
Anxiety
And you know, it's funny, but it's not funny at the same time.
100% though, like that's what they're gonna do. Like, yeah.
What's about your daily thing? You can tell you like, hey, I'm talking about anxiety. And always saying, and you're like, and you can hear Bakoyadi's campaign, you're like,
dude, and what else is gonna go like, dude. So hence I say, like, take the initiative as a young person, like, go deal with it with a therapist, and then after then look at clue when you're healing. Now start like small conversations.
And also right now, you need to heal as an individual. Because the other people, the other parties are not healing from whatever whatever trauma that they went through. So when as an individual, you need to heal on your own. And
100%.
Go through that process. I think that most people go through, they are scared to face themselves.
It's that place of uncomfort.
You need to face yourself.
At some point you're gonna, because that is your biggest enemy.
And your biggest fan as well.
And your biggest fan also. So
most
you need
importantly, I'm a positive vibe kind of girl.
Yeah. Because you already identified yourself, I guess.
Yeah.
And you're ready.
Yeah.
Now I know what I feel like
Yeah.
Since that's about Mutiwa. I say Mutiwa in Kimang, Yama. Watch him to one yet. So I sweet. What go in Shamtewa?
So you need to know yourself in life. And
it's okay, man.
Yeah, it's really
feel like
okay.
That word, yeah, it's okay. I used to take it lightly, man. Like, it's okay. You were like, what is okay?
Yeah.
But when someone says that it's okay, like, trust you, that man, that woman, whatever, because that it's okay, it's not something that's gonna help you at that moment.
Yeah.
But it's something it will take time. I know that.
Yeah.
That is, it's okay.
Yes.
And speaking of those, the therapy.
Yeah.
Also, in a Linto, Department of Health, yeah. So there's this Department of Health, Pila Sekilinana, Pila Velcom High. On this side.
Okay. I see it.
There's people there in they're doing therapy sessions, and I think it's for free, and also they also teach people on psychology. if I'm not mistaken. We do have their video, like the interview Lebon.
Perfect.
They always go to schools. If maybe you don't know where to start, I would say go there.
Yeah.
With someone you know how to, and they're gonna help you. So make sure that you do go there. So that they are always sharp, man. I feel like it's very important.
Yeah, and I think suicide rate is not as high as it used to be, because I think people are just talking about what they're going through, and I'm glad. It's a good indication whether people are coming to that realization as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever thought of suicide?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, child. Ish, man. Okay, I know we said we are being transparent. So yeah.
It's a mental health month.
Yeah, so I've had challenging experiences in life where I felt like I wanted to give up, right? But I had
Clearly, you have overcome them.
I have.
So that's why
I have.
Yeah.
And I always talk to people, or some people actually, I'm drawn to people and they feel comfortable with talking to me, because I had this demeanor about me of a strong woman, but at some point I was like, guys, no, I'm not trying to be strong. Sorry, not me, not today. I'm not trying to be strong. And that's where the whole identification of knowing yourself is knowing when you're at your weakest, at your strongest, and at your most best self. You understand? And when you feel at your weakest, you need to have that circle of people. I don't have to hide myself. And I think most people that go through challenges, where can I be vulnerable and where can I not be judged?
Especially Lore, also you've done most of the things by yourself.
Dude,
yeah, like
dude,
you never got any support like that.
Nah. I think I've had support, but I've always been that driven woman that always had things together and always came across as I've got it together. Yeah. Sometimes I hide behind
because you know what, it's like our sharp dog. Also like
yeah. That's why I always say my life is a story, bruh. Like I always share these stories to the next person so that they don't fall under the trap of wanting to be at that edge of wanting to commit suicide. Because just be you, talk about whatever you're going through, and sometimes you're not even sure now who you're talking to, but next keep listen to now, and if ever mutona bad intentions with what my vulnerabilities are, he will protect me against that person. I don't have to worry about it. I've said what I said because I felt I could trust them, and if they chose to use my trust towards them against me, then it's a them thing and not a me thing, because I trusted you to that point. And then you want to go and betray me, and if you do betray me, then get over sharp, because not my intention. I know intention sharp. So that's where I am with my life. Whoever I communicate with, I get like sharp, like I'm at that place in my life. Sharp.
That's dope, man.
Yeah, and I would love a lot of people who really want to be sharp, not in a narcissistic way, cocky, but be sharp.
Yeah,
be sharp.
Because it's a very dark cloud when you're in that suicidal mode.
Dude,
you did touch on kind of game. You become alone. Kind of game. There's a word that you mentioned. I forgot the word.
Oh, where I have to be strong for myself.
Yeah.
And not. Yeah, I already did.
And then it was like more. It's a dark cloud. You're people.
It's okay.
It's chilled.
Dig in.
It's chilled.
It's gonna come back.
It's gonna come back. We're still on that topic, man. Then it's suicidal mode that happened. Do you wanna share like what happened, or we can just come back around?
I don't mind sharing.
Okay.
I think when you get to that point and you conquer those suicidal thoughts, I believe that you have conquered everything in life.
Is it?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah. I
And
think the only thing that you can decide, okay, when I am killing you like a sharp. Yeah.
Speaking of traumas, ne, because we are still on the topic, which trauma has, I want to say, all of them affected us,
Yeah.
but the one in Gowisha, Gowisha, we always become happy that we have overcome them. Maybe you can also list yours. You have gone through that traumatic era. Childhood one, rogue trauma, and relationship trauma.
I think all the three that you just mentioned.
Yeah.
I
I think you
literally.
can go for that. So it's like, yeah, here my.
Yeah, I'm
Marianne, yeah, stand out there, and you're like, geez, you're one a because
Mjalo Olan Tanga di washing at some point. And come on. At some point there, I just found myself repeatedly being in relationships. They just a trauma response, and I somehow found myself in an abusive relationship.
yeah.
It was not physical. It could have escalated to being physical abuse, because how crazy it would be. Okay, but so yeah, no, you know what? I can touch him. It's okay. Now, right now, the first sign of a red flag, I'm out. But also, in the same breath, we also need to identify green flags in relationships.
Green flags.
Green flags.
And
There is green flags, and I've been working and drifting
pretty much
towards
hard to-
that side.
Yeah, it's pretty much like I would say to
Identify them.
yeah.
Yeah, it is. You know what? Because you will do everything. It's funny how you actually mentioned that. You will do everything and anything for Mutu One just to prove Mukilabo. Mari, it takes in-depth and uncomfortable conversations to pick up no, just to sweep me off my feet. Oh, it's a long-term thing. And if there's one thing, guys, whether you're a man or a woman, for the right person, you will do everything. You will move mountains as Mujita. You guys know that, right? And then as women, we also know that we can be submissive to a guy.
True.
And just be gentle to them. If they are the right one. Those are the green flags that I'm talking about. So I've learned, those are one of the learnings that I've put myself under, and the learnings with other relationships as well, not only relationship as boyfriend and girlfriend, but also with friendship, business partners as well. Those are the things that you need to pick up. What is the green flag with this one?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then wait later.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell them.
Yes.
I think like Lina, I would say green flags are very important. Because sometimes we hide so that you wanna forget.
Yeah.
Personally, yeah, I know, but you don't wanna say it.
With what you identified, the traumas and all that stuff, what
yo, gotta go fail Lina, but yo.
I'm sure there's one that stands out.
Yeah, previously I would say the childhood one, it took years to overcome. Then after get put like Joburg, Ay, the broke one. Yo. Yes.
How did you handle it? Like, what do you say? Like, what is
It's not nice being broke as a guy, man. Yes.
Plus, y'all always want to be flexing
Yo,
towards
it's
girls.
not nice, dude. It's not nice. Like, I feel like being broke as a guy, it brings all these traumas to go. Because now it starts to attack your confidence. Starts to take your esteem, wabo. And how fit how that confident now, wabo. Lebanyana, and then that thing, it's like a cologne. It's like mahafi. We can see it. We can read it.
You know, it's a youth thing type of thing. People don't pick up on something that you are vulnerable about. With. So if you lack confidence, people are going to pick it up. But if you've got that confidence, they'll always say, my confidence is the stain you can't wipe off. So
reach.
if you are confident, you can sell yourself to anyone. Like that concept, sell ice to an Eskimo.
Yeah,
you can do it.
100%.
You can definitely do it.
I feel like you can, but there's a point whereby, hence I say, like, it was the being broke part. I feel like, especially when you're and then inside of the entrepreneur space, sometimes you can be broke for months.
Of course.
Yeah, without nothing. Even 100 rand, but like, we get to like clipper, So that one, I would say, it's the biggest highlight that I've seen. Once I conquered this one, because the childhood one, I've dealt with it. Then it came to, now how do I maneuver?
Yeah, I think the broke one recently almost hit me, but I didn't allow it to, because I need to remind myself I've always been financially savvy. Financial education has always been something that I know, and I know how to hustle for money, and how, if I do get my salary, how I manage it, how I used to have this spreadsheet. I don't know if I did mention it in the other previous episode. I literally had a spreadsheet of from January to December. I knew what was going to happen with my finances. You understand? So now I got hit real bad. One of them being a scam, some couple of K, and I was like, oh Lord, why me?
And then especially
bro.
I feel like it's almost like once you're used to a good life,
dude,
then you have to reset, and then when people be like, no, this is not okay.
So now I always go back to Ntwane. Okay, I used to be a treasurer for a stokvel for 6 months consecutively, and I managed the money. People knew
they trusted you,
dude. So I was like, nah, man, you fine. A blind spot. I can't how driver give me a blind spot. Blind spot.
Man, in life.
And then you were okay. You've survived, and you're right. So sharp, you good.
I love it, man. And I wanna say this conversation, as you said, we have a surprise. And it's gonna be. It's a month of mental illness, mental health. So we're gonna be discussing that in this month, and we'll bring more people. They're gonna share their stories. Luena, you can comment down below. Tell us, what is your trauma? What is your worst trauma that you went through? And you can add Tahao, Luena. But what we said, it's a childhood one, being broke, trauma, or the relationship one. And if it's one of those catalogs, what happened and how did you overcome it?
We would love to hear you and your comments and your stories. And then come through. Wild and Out. As usual, thank you to Wild and Out for always being so good and nice to us, hospitality wise. Hana Satsubika well done out. Thank you.
Without further ado, make sure that you do subscribe to our channel, Free State Entertainment TV on YouTube.
Yeah.
And go Facebook, Kikasi Tukasi, TikTok, or so I love it. Make sure that you do like and comment.
Yes.
This is your boy Binalovan but Postful aka Mr. Doabuti Dom Fanamakasana. I got a treat, I got Tropo, and I got my co-pilot.
Yes, Dimakato Felicity Filoko, aka Bliss, aka Max, Bantubaka, Maki.
Thank God.
With love from God's princess and God's prince.